All right, look at this. Bitcoin hits 13,880. Oh my gosh, what is that? Oh, that's Canadian dollars. Canadian dollars? It's still funny nonetheless, right? 13,880. You're talking Bitcoin. Understand that when something's already $13,000, to move $1 is pretty hard to catch that and have it sit there for a minute. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Not that that's what the prediction. The prediction is 13,880 US dollars, and I thought you might get a little chuckle out of that. Someone sent me that, and I said, oh, I think I'm going to talk about that. But I also wanted to let you know, Blocklancer last day is today on the on that ICO. This is a reminder. I always, like I say, sometimes I'll set a reminder at the end of an ICO that I was talking about or whatever. And today is the last day for Blocklancer. So again, I'll be hodling that for a while, see what happens with that, just like I do some of these other ICOs. But yeah, man, a little remote viewing stuff last night. And then today's the day, 5:30 p.m. 2 days the day, psychic. Can't wait. And I still can't believe the remote viewer drawing a symbol that's very similar to the symbol that the psychic lady talked about. And then part of the remote viewing lingo had to do with that same crypto. Again, just how all this just happens and things line up. And, you know, what made Cliff High literally 3 days ago or so email me out of nowhere, hey Joe, I think you ought to interview this guy, Dick Algar. Real interesting guy, real nice guy, whatever. Remote viewer. And never said what to talk about. I had no idea we'd even be talking about cryptos. Honestly. And then so we chat, hey, how about, you know, Tuesday, which is about 6:30 p.m. my time. And I said, yeah, why not? What the hell? So talks, you know, you heard you heard it, almost 2-hour long video, but it gets into cryptos, and all I'm thinking about is, man, I'm ready to start issuing some targets to some of these remote viewers, and you know, whether it's crypto related or just other things, just for the hell of it, just for some test runs, you know. I can think of all kinds of things I'd like to just do little experiments on, and see if these guys can do it. I mean, I know they can, but man. So yeah, the clock is ticking till 5:30 p.m. Again, I'm pretty psyched about that. I can't wait to talk to this lady, see what she has to say about stuff. And it's, you know, I don't think we're going to be talking cryptos for a long time. I honestly think this. I'm feeling like we ought to get that out of the way first and just say whatever she has to say and move on, and then just let her talk and tell it. You know, what are you seeing? What about the, you know, whether, you know, it's the country, where are we heading, politics, whatever, all of it. Let's just see what she has to say. I mean, I'm telling you, she has an amazing track record. You know, but even the guy Dick Algar says, you know, look, sometimes I don't get it. He said, you know, I had Courtney Brown issue me some targets. I tried 6 times, couldn't get it. He said, okay, you know, we're not going to use you for this one. You know, just wasn't on my game. It is what it is. So a guy like me, I'm willing to take a chance. People might think it's silly or so cool. But again, my mom is psychic. I know what she's said, things that have happened, friends, family, readings. You're not going to be able to convince me to stay away from this stuff. Are you out of your mind? And just like cryptos, when a bunch of y'all tell me stay away from that, Joe, stop talking about that, go back to the news. No, I'm shoving it down your throat. If you're going to stay here and watch me on my channel, you're going to have to hear me talk about these things. And then some of y'all, you know, I waited, I finally said, you know what? All right, I'm going to jump in. And then you jumped in. And it worked. Now, many of y'all are thanking me. You know, I've had a guy tell me the other day, Joe, paid off the house, dude. Thanks to you, man. I owe you, man. It's all good, brother. It's all good. I'm just waiting for my story. Hey, guys, Jason Imp here. I'm going to jam live tonight on bunch of Steven's songs on the karaoke channel without the drums. I'm going to go ahead and play the drum track live just for fun, little live performance, if you will, just to psych everybody up. And you know, because if that day comes, cryptos are doing very, very well, and well enough that, okay, my wife's gonna stab me in the back in about 2 seconds if I don't pay this house off. Let me go ahead and pay the house off. And that'll be a good day. And I'm telling you, I can just feel it's coming soon. You can always just feel it. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Maybe not tonight, but soon. So yeah, a little update again. Blocklancer, it ends today. 13,880 Canadian dollar priced Bitcoin. But, Cliff said, looks like we're going to have a run up to 18,000, 19,000 Bitcoin. There'll be a nice sell-off right there. It'll go back down to around 13,880, boom, and then it'll be short-lived, off to the races again. Why is that going to happen? In my opinion, everybody who got in on the massive, super epic hype month of December when it was going crazy, 15,000, 17,000, 18,000, oh, I got to get in, fear of missing out, oh. And then they just witnessed the last couple of months of, oh, man, if it gets back to where I'm out of it, I don't want to play that game again, I'm going to get out. That's why I think that'll happen. They'll hit that mark. Scared money don't make money, but scared money's going to get out and say, I'm done with that game. That's too scary for me. And it's going to go right back up where it was and blast off to the next point, 30,000, etc. And they're going to be saying, ooh, I sold off at 19. Everyone told me to wait. Everyone told me this was going to happen. I didn't care, and I got scared because I'm an emotional being, like most people, and I sold off. Lesson learned, I'm jumping back in. Or, this is too damn volatile and scary, I'm just staying away. I learned my lesson. This just isn't for me. You know what I mean? So, everybody with trade calls, we are definitely considering, I'm talking with Jay, Trader Boss, and he's like, maybe we should just extend the trade calls till April. He's like, we can't sit here and predict the down market. And we were chatting a little bit, and he says, so-and-so, who's a very good trader, and I said, yes, I do know so-and-so. They have a trade call group too. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Over 50% of their trade call members were upset and quit and said they basically left. And the same thing Trader Boss said, this guy said to him. They actually chat from time to time. And they said, there's people. They expect... for God's sakes, it's been a month and a half, 2 months, whatever, when you got in, got some calls, down market happens, okay, we waited out. We waited out until the next sign appears, hey, we need to get back into these. This is not some kind of magic freaking lottery ticket you scratch off the second you pay for a service. And he said, that's why I've been in there chatting with people on the Telegram to tell them and remind them, and hey, emotions, it's relaxed, it's coming, He gave a good call on OMG not that long ago, very recently, actually. Which it's actually been ongoing since January when he talked about OMG looking good. And that was one. He also gave some good calls on Bitcoin. But we're also in some calls that we're waiting for a little recovery before we make the next move. So he's like, just because we like to give, as he says, a level 4 service, maybe we'll just extend the trade calls automatically, even if all of a sudden first week, second week of March does phenomenal, epic trade calls come out, people turn their money, that coin's up 100% in 2 days, We're actually considering, let's just wait till April anyways, give people some extra bang for their buck before we charge for the next month or whatever of trade calls. And we might do it that way. We're not, because we did it, 2 months for the price of $500 or whatever. And by the way, other trade call groups, especially one of the ones we're talking about, is a lot more money than we charge, by the way. But whatever. But we're thinking, just do it monthly. Because you're going to have people who get in, I paid right now, I want results immediately, and I didn't get these results immediately, I want out. All right, good. First of all, you're not getting a refund because you've got the service for the rest of the month. Secondly, at least it's not 2 months, and you didn't pay twice as much for 2 months, essentially. So we're thinking, actually it's probably going to be a for sure thing, monthly we'll charge, and we're not going to raise the price, we're not going to change anything, it'll be $250. I'm telling you, it's going to be a bargain. Where cryptos are going. You just have to understand what trading is about, the mindset of a trader, and most of you, in all fairness, don't and haven't been a trader, therefore you don't understand the mindset. So when we're telling you just, hey, relax, don't worry about the trade calls right now, they're coming, it's hard to do that because you've never done it before, and again, you expect results. I paid for this, I want some results right now. And it doesn't work that way. But we, at the same time, aren't in the mindset of let's take people's money for a service and give them absolutely nothing and then make them wait 2 months. No, we're trying to give you everything and then some you can possibly imagine, bang for your buck, which is why I'm even throwing out some of these things that I get in advance personally, and that has nothing to do with trade calls per se, and say, you know what, these people deserve it. They're going to be paying monthly anyways. They're going to have a subscription service. Let me give it to them before I give some of the stuff on my regular channel. It is what it is. And, you know, some people out there charge for every damn thing. They don't have YouTube channels. They just charge you for everything. And I don't have that kind of mindset. I'm willing to talk about everything on YouTube and whatever. But, you know, from riffraff neighbor to, hey, I'm buying an RV. I paid off with cryptos. Hey, I got a house. You know, we're moving. I'm doing this. I'm going on a little vacation over here. And, you know, just talk about whatever the hell's going on in my life. And, of course, it's free. Again, nobody has to join trade calls. I'm talking ICOs for free. I'm talking cryptos. I'm getting out of this one. I'm going to put some into that one. I just went heavy into that one. It's all free. The only thing anyone's really going to be paying for is trade calls going forward. After Jay, which, by the way, the next probably 3 or so days, I think, the rest of Module 3 should be done, which you already saw the first video. It's out. And I'm talking to the paid people now. And then I think the final thing will be Module 4. And that'll be it. And then it's just straight up, let's focus on trade calls and relaxing and not dealing with any more videos and teaching and all that stuff. Now, yes, he will come out from time to time for sure on the channel and talk cryptos for everybody, free of charge, and charts and shows how some things performed and where they might be going next, free of charge. And keep in mind, he said too at some point, Joe, I don't mind throwing a bone for free every now and then too. But we can't just throw out all these bones that trade call people are paying for, you know. Naturally, like at the same time especially. But if we've already given a call, it's already done some stuff, you want to talk about one or two of them, we can do that. So look, I'm still absolutely psyched about this. Again, the psychic lady, unbelievable track record. Litecoin is going into the thousands. It was the only one that I saw on the sheet we're going to talk about that any kind of monetary value was assigned, and it was thousands, not a specific price, which goes in line with what we all think anyways about Litecoin. It's just more reassurance as far as I'm concerned. But like she said, don't be greedy. When you hit those targets and you make your little fortune, your small fortune, your big fortune, whatever it is, don't just keep going. Go, I want more. It'll go even higher. Come on, more. You got to set a price where you say, I'm out. And that price, honestly, might be 50% of your stuff. If these prices get here, my whole portfolio gets here, I'm going to sell half of it. Plan your trade and trade your plan. And then you can ride the rest of it up if you want. As far as hell, get greedy with the rest of it if you want and see how high it goes. That's your business. But don't be scared to take some profits is all I'm saying. And I'm telling you now, as much as I want to see thousands and thousands of dollars of Litecoin, I'll be taking some profits, albeit, maybe smaller, on the way up. Like, $600 Litecoin. Am I going to sell some? Probably not. $1,000 Litecoin. What are these other ones doing? Because my wife's going to strangle me right now if I don't pay the house off. And if the other ones aren't popping nicely as Litecoin at the time, all right, Evelyn, it's time to pay this house off. And it's going to be a little bit painful because I don't want to scrape Litecoin, but I'm going to go ahead and scrape some Litecoin. And when I do that, damn it, I'm scraping some other ones because I want to retain as many Litecoins as I possibly can. Period. So, a little morning update for you. Take care.